Hello there, Virgo. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Virgo for April of 2020. We're 4 months into the year. For everybody who's new out there, we pull 4 cards for the month. Use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. It makes all you Virgos name Frankie for the time of the reading, I suppose. Look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think these cards will go week by week. I believe they'll blend in and out throughout the month as an overall theme or overall message. Now, I have a short message for us before we start, and that message is like our brains doing this, like it's running around in circles, like worried or frustrated or, that type of energy around us. And we can be worry warts anyhow. I don't think people really know that about us, but we can be. But this month, what they're saying is relax. Slow down. We have the issues happening with the virus right now, so we're all having to, relax. At least I'm consciously having to do that. But relax, slow down, pay attention. Pay attention to my intuition. It is that which will support me. Because if there's something I need to say or speak about, right, and I don't want to be talking to a brick wall when I do speak, so I've got to come from that relaxed, intuitive state. If people are pushing my boundaries or my buttons, I want to feel like this energetics of, if I speak, am I speaking to a brick wall? Kind of like that, or don't waste my words. We're real meticulous, we're detail oriented. Why would we want to speak to a brick wall? Basically, I don't know what that's going to mean to us, but it'll mean something. Our words this month are adventure, openness, acceptance, vision, and support, So if I don't want to speak to get support to a brick wall, I want to speak clearly from my intuition, from a calm, relaxed, worry-free state. It's difficult, I realize right now, but we can do it. If any of us can do it, we can. Because our first card here we have is the Nine of Rods. Excellent card for us to start with, because it means, defending our legitimate territory, basically job done through sheer will, power, and effort and determination. So it means we do have success at hand. The card actually, the meaning is courage under fire, and that's a good kind of thing. So since 9 represents completion, period, it means that we've done the job and we've done it very well, which is excellent news for us, We planned, we had discipline, we did everything planned well, we did it very wisely, which is helpful, so our relationships would move forward. There's our word, openness and acceptance, like we have down here. Our relationships would move forward. We'd be moving ourselves forward with a sense of purpose and direction. And how are we supposed to do that if we, aren't calm and in our normal intuitive state? Because if there's opposition with this card here, if there's opposition, our skills, our strength, and our courage helps us prevail over anything that would hold us back, or an opponent, or anything like that. But we can't do that, and unless we have that intuit. They keep telling me to say that we need to have our intuition on this month at all times. Otherwise, it's like, wait, I'm going to show you this right now. It's like wasting our breath, because right underneath it's a devil card, and that's boundaries anyhow, not that the devil's coming to get us, but just the boundaries that we set for ourselves. So we don't want to do that kind of stuff, because these cards actually are excellent cards. Here's our next one, is the Seven of Pentacles, and that's when we're reaping what we've sown. And more than anything, we want to sow the seeds that are supportive of our vision down here. Our words, support and vision. We want to sow those seeds. So you get legitimate gain. These are pentacles, earth plane energy. We'd have legitimate gain that we've done or earned through our own hard work, which is excellent, because it's the farmer harvesting the crop, after he's monitored it and taken care of it. He would reap the crop, right? So we get our just desserts, the rewards that we were due, because we've done it and we've put in the time, we put in the effort, we paid our dues. That's the type of energy off of this card, and we Virgos are always pay our dues, if we think about that. But not only that, we'd be feeling really really good about it, satisfaction, job well done. Just like this Nine of Rods energy coming at us. We did the job, we did it really well. Growth, good fortune are ours because of this, and they are well earned. Just like our 9 here, that's like through our own will. Standing there, standing proud, doing whatever it was that we felt was feasible, right? How do they want me to say this? We felt was the right way to go. So when we feel like that, we don't want to be speaking to the brick wall type energy. We want to make sure that whatever we're saying, the people that we're saying it to are open, supportive of exactly what is going on in our mind, so that we're all on the same page. It's that type of energy. We're all open to each other, we're all accepting of each other. All of that's coming in it, and that's usually business finance. Right now I know a lot of layoffs are happening. This is when I'm doing this, it's getting close to the end of March, so we have, all the things going on with the virus all over the world. Some of us are coming out of it. Some of us, like here in the States, we're going into it, pretty hot and heavy. But, things are going to play out, and they're going to play out right for us Virgos. They're going to play out right because we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it, we're going to pay attention, we're going to relax, and we're going to pull out that little intuitive bag of tricks that we keep hidden for the most part. We're going to pull it out from our back pocket, and we're going to know what game to play when it's time to play it. I don't know what that message means, Virgo, but they said to say those words to us, because our next card here is another rod, so we got the 6 of Rods or Wands here, and this is a card of when we triumph over adversity, we'll triumph over adversity and coming out on the other side of it victorious, right? So we have these cards that are like all lined up and in the right way, because it means that we met the challenge, either to our identity or something else. We met the challenge and we came through it with flying colors. It's amazing, so our victory is at hand. We overcome, we conquered whatever could have been opposing us with that 9 of Rods energy in there. We'd feel secure within ourselves, and with the world at large, actually feeling really put together, you know. Self-doubt would be resolved. Anything we were worried about or we didn't think we could do, and we it would have been done, you know. So we're in the process of winning some kind of significant battle, even if it's with ourselves, but usually Rod's our business finance thing. And when we bring these affairs to a point of, you know, we will bring our affairs to a point of success, is how I want to say it. So we could expect whatever we desired, you know, would be gratified. You can get gifts with this kind of card. We can get awards. We can get recognition for a job, recognition for jobs that we've done and we've done extremely well. That kind of energy, like, hey, Virgo, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have made it through this. It's that type of energy, you know. It's an interesting energy because I not only feel us speaking at the right time and not speaking to the brick wall, but us being supported, you know, because we picked and choose through our intuition when to do that speaking, and us being supported and us supporting others, like a win-win, if that makes any sense. A win-win for everybody concerned, because this is our little blip. It's a little bit harsh, but I don't believe it is going to be harsh for us, because we have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. This is when we're holding tight to our money and to any of our material possessions, and there's a lot going on right at the time I'm speaking, you know. And that's before April, so there could be reasoning behind this, you know. So we're holding on to what we already have. It's called the card of the miser, you know. We might be feeling like we're threatened with some kind of loss, you know, that's coming through, or we're trying to prepare ourselves by guarding that which we already have. We could be hanging on to something. It can be our possessions or a situation that we're hanging on to in a very inflexible manner. There may be, we might fear things or the changes that are involved at this time, or we just simply might be comfortable right where we are, you know, right at this point. But change is part of life, you know. Change is part of life, and we have to be able to kind of accept things as they come to us. So it's energetics of accepting it and making appropriate, how do I want to say this? Making appropriate changes at the right time, right? That support our vision, and make all of the changes that we're making acceptable. You know, I would think more of the Two of Pentacles, but they're showing me a picture of us kind of like penny pinching, or figuring out how do I hold on to what I have, right? Maybe because of the times, how do I hold on to what I have, and at the same time, right, maybe make a little more, that kind of energy, you know, and have everybody on board, or everybody stepping up to the plate to support it, you know. So when I speak, they're all listening to what I say, you know. Not that I'm being in a miserly way, but it feels more protective at this time and in April, you know, while I'm speaking, and for the month of April. This is a protective energy because it means I still have it. I still have some kind of a backup. I'm just sitting tight with it. I'm not being frivolous. I'm not, you know, blowing, the wad, all of a sudden, it's that kind of energy this month. You'll understand it when it comes up to us, because this next card's a good card also. It's the Judgment card, and I'm like, whoa, this isn't the last judgment. It means we had a wake-up call from the universe that it's time to step into a new phase of our life, but it's a phase of our life that's somewhere inside of us. We were like preparing for a phase of maturing in our spiritual growth, things like that, letting things grow at their own pace. Just like our Seven of Pentacles and nurturing them, not trying to hurry up the process. If the tomato's still green and we don't want green fried tomatoes, we've got to wait before we eat it for it to turn red. That's how the energy feels. Means we're being guided by our higher power, which is our intuition, like they were talking about in the very first original message. And it means a new phase of life coming to us or coming into being as a result of us, as a result of our own maturity, right? Like a tree. Just like our Seven of Pentacles down here. Just like a tree that we watch grow and then it produces fruit, and that's the product of the maturity, So we'd get good news, important news that would prove very beneficial to us with this type of energy, acquire some new kind of knowledge or that'll bring us joy or a sense of fulfillment into our life, and health improving, and that feeling of all my problems are solved. That type of energy comes with the Judgment card, and it's all because we were patient, and they're saying patient and prudent during this time. So we have two cards of maturing. One is a card of watching the seeds grow before we make the harvest, and it's time for the harvest, victory, and being this word, prudent, not miserly, but prudent about what we're doing, accepting changes, being open, making the decisions, maybe waiting to see that everything that we're doing, is right, that it's a supportive type of energy that's going to flow through this month, It feels strong, as in the manner of powerful, but strong in the manner of us wanting that support of our vision and just plugging right along through it and facing facts, facing reality, and relaxing into them, and making the changes that we choose to make, right? As we choose to make them, just stepping right into it and following through and paying attention, really, really paying attention this month to what's guiding me internally, that internal process, like those intuitive hits. That's how the whole energy of the month feel, even down to the am I going to be talking to a brick wall if I say this, or is it going to fall on ears that can hear me, when I speak? That's that maturity energy moving through. Oh God, you can't make up the angel cards. Our card is be honest with yourself. How do we know, really, Virgo, if we're being honest with ourselves unless we listen to ourselves? It says, look into your heart and you'll know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you throughout any necessary changes. Lean on us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself and focus only upon your true desires, and they will come to you on angel's wings. That's a really nice card there for us. That's really nice. It says you receive this card as a gentle confrontation because the angels know you've been hiding from your true feelings. That's interesting considering that original message about relax and into our intuition. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face the situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears, so that you can attract the former and not the latter. It says the situation will improve when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your feelings even if others don't agree. Don't give away your power to others and avoid getting caught up in the illusion is that this is the way it is. Everything is always changeable. I watch this Marie Forleo podcast. I like her, and it's like a business, and she interviews people, and she put out a new book. It's called Everything's Figure Outable, and I thought, that's like, how perfect is that? Well, Virgo, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or if you just want to go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment, all of the information is down below the screen over at the website. And there's also 2 short videos over there. One explains a prayer class I put out for you, and the other is the sutra classes I put out there for you. Prayer class is very comprehensive. It explains how and why you format prayers the way you do. It's 2.5 hours long, and the sutras are simple thought forms. Put in a meditation, takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically, and we all need that right now, that's for sure. And to all of you I've met through 4 whole years of doing YouTubes now, everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, a pleasure, and a joy to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.